All right, folks. Okay, listen up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Look at my little braids.
Okay, listen. Here's our plan. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Turn what off?
I was getting closer, I could hear it better. And then when you
There's nothing on there. There's been nothing playing.
Dude, you guys are actually high.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. Kids.
All right, you
Come
ready?
on.
Don't do drugs.
I'm gonna reveal something
What?
about yourselves. Impossible. Okay, here you go. You ready? I know you. All right, here we go. Listen. Okay, two things. We're gonna do a couple of different things. Shh. Stick with me. I know it's Friday, and then tomorrow is the weekend, and Monday no school. By the way, I did talk to Dr. Lippy. A lot of teachers didn't know that it was that we didn't have school. In fact, today Mrs. Leifer was like, found out for the first time. That we had school. Really cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. So
Can
Monday
you
no school, but
screenshot on this bad boy?
I did talk to Dr. Lippy, and he said teachers have the ability to go ahead and make that an e-learning day. So I'm going to send you an assignment.
No, I was about ready to like.
Your faces are like.
Yeah, you can wait. Click on it.
It's only like
I just gave you
online.
cards.
Don't miss it.
All right, now listen. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. I want to talk a little bit about like inheritance, and stick with me here, and hopefully we'll have some fun. There is a question that I
Hold
want
it
you to
down and
ask
drag
your biological folks if they're around. If they're not around, that's fine too.
Someone's gonna wait.
It's all right, man. You can ask your non-biological folks too.
Do it.
Okay, now listen up. Here we go. Okay, I would like for you to figure something out today, and I'm going to ask you some questions. And so you'll need to see the screen, and let me kill the lights here. Okay, you could just go ahead and yell this out.
45.
Yeah. Well, for Max's, that was so racist. You're like Michael Jordan. But
Here we
like,
go. You
what?
ready?
That's not racist.
Are you gonna put random names on
I'm
the
just
board?
saying.
Here we go. Just tell me what number you see.
3, 4, 1, 3, 5,
Why are they all saying it so loud?
5,
I
7,
like
response,
this.
Satan. 4, 2, 7,
Okay.
6, 8, 3, 9, 1,
That's scary. It's like we're in a cult.
7, 4,
6.
9,
6.
9,
6. Satan.
5.
Do you just call me an idiot?
All right, now.
That was rude.
What I was testing was this to see if you in fact were colorblind. Okay,
Mr.
now-
Brandweir.
Yeah, some people are. So far today, I haven't discovered anybody that didn't know it, but let's,
Wait.
real quickly, what are these numbers right here? What's this number?
12, 2, 42, 7, 6.
If you're
Oh, aren't you just
I'd
an
say
colorblind, still
overachiever?
have colors. So they can still be different colors.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Well, no, if they're too
This
close
is
in
12.
shade range, it would just. You wouldn't
This is 2. This is 42. Here's 74. 6. Okay, right? Okay, so here's just a couple other ones real quickly. Let's see, Ishihara.
Can you go to the randomweb.com?
So here we go, just randomly. Let's see if we can get a couple of these other ones. What's this one right here? 3. Okay, what about this one right here? 10. Okay, what about this one right here? 57. Okay, what about this one right here? 74.
No, because
What
remember,
letter is- what letter
Mr.
is this?
Or randomly told me
What
that
is
like
this?
Christmas is like a nightmare for
Okay,
him.
now
because
listen.
Red,
Some
and green
people really
look the
can't see
same.
these.
like they look the same, so
I've
it just
had
looks brown.
several students or
The color's just
that have been, hold on. Does anybody, like, you don't have to volunteer, but,
Most boys are colorblind, aren't they?
like, does anybody like, I didn't see this, okay? Like,
Oh.
there was that one that was like a 7 or a 6 or.
It was the one where it's like 12, 34, the one in the middle on the
These
top.
flies have red eyes.
It was 2.
I mean, they're girl or boys.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough one, yeah.
That was boy.
What about,
They're
what
gonna
about
have-
this
are they
one?
gonna have
Can you see
babies?
this one? Okay. Can you see
all
this
the
one right
ones
here? Okay, can
Hold on,
you see
let's turn the frog off.
What
this
the
one?
heck?
No, no.
That scares me.
Okay. What about this one right here? Can you see this one? All right. So there's different areas of color blindness, and so I want to talk about that. And we're gonna yeah. If you need to do your flies, that's fine. By the way, almost everyone in my 5th period class, except for like 2 people, have worms and pupa. Okay. Like how we doing in here? Like everybody's got male and female, right? You got, I know you.
Maybe she's infertile.
Annie, you got worms yet?
That kid cracks me up.
Can I see your flies? Give your flies.
Hey, Presley. Hey, Shotty. I don't.
You know,
Yeah. How many petri dish do you
hey, at least you have something English.
Yeah, you want to make a comment about my clothes today, little missy? At least I don't have a side part anymore.
My name
You look cute.
Thank you.
I did complete bubble braids the other day. Like in my hair, they were so cute. They take so fucking long. I'm always scared of damaging my hair.
Well, that's why I cut them out instead of pull them out. I just go like this and I'll get like cuticle scissors.
Interesting.
And I'll be like, snip.
I want to see
Can I have one? Oh no, those things will kill you.
All right, listen.
Not really, but they give you like a little rush.
All right, now listen. Some of you are counting, that's fine.
Something did fall out.
Okay, I want to get to this point where we're talking about like what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to introduce today sex-linked traits. And sex-linked traits, I mean, technically doesn't have to do with sex, but it does because you have to have a baby, right? Okay, now I want you to realize that when we're talking about this stuff, this isn't just humans. I mean, you could go that way, but like ultimately what we're doing is we're talking about, okay, organisms, males and females producing offspring. Okay, so
It's poop.
it doesn't matter if it's a human or if it's like a bird. We got sperms and eggs. We got male gametes and female gametes. Okay, so most of you know that there's a 50% chance of having a boy or a 50% chance of having a girl. Okay, when we talk about producing offspring. Okay, now the male is what determines that. Okay, so the sperm has either an X chromosome or a Y chromosome in it. We did those karyotypes, and you guys knew that there were like really long chromosomes, and then at the end there was one that was like really big and one that was really small. And that really small one was in fact the Y chromosome. Now you're like looking at it, you're like, that doesn't look like a Y. In fact, some of them, when you're looking at it, it looks kind of like a little nub, just kind of like this. You're like, how is that a Y chromosome? That's just what they've determined, saying that. Technically, they're not all like X. Yes. Oh, that's okay. Just count those, and then don't worry about those. We'll do those on Monday. You'll probably only count a couple more times. All right, now listen. So what we've got here is we've got this Punnett square, and somebody said they're going into some weird math, like they're going to rock in a corner, sucking their thumb because they're like, man, I don't like this stuff. Okay, but hopefully that knowledge of using like these squares will help you with this. Every single one of you in this room, they should have seen this, even if you didn't go to the school prior to this year, because Indiana State Standard says that as an 8th grader, you should, and also 6th grader, you should have seen a Punnett square before. Reginald Punnett is the guy that came up with this, so that's a dude's name. That's why Punnett is capitalized. If you see it in a book, it's Punnett. That's the dude's name. Okay. All right. So let's represent the outside of the box with mom and dad. Okay. So who's on top here? In this example, who's on top? Dad's on top, right? Why? Oh, boy.
man.
All right, why is that? Why do we say dad's on top? Because we have an X and we have a Y. Mom's over here on the side, she's an X and X, okay? So if we look at this, okay, there's mom, there's dad. Let's, come back to me. Let's look at their kids. Here's their kids. We got X, 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 Y, X, 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 Y. 50-50, right? Okay, so all of you, all the kids in this room, okay, guys, shh, come back. Okay, thank you. Okay, all of the people in this Punnett Square, okay, all these kids are either boys or girls, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're doing that genetically. 46 chromosomes, okay, there's, we can get into all that other stuff. Okay, here we go. So there, that's what we got. Now, we just tested to see if any of you are colorblind. Now, typically, in the past, when I've asked people, are they colorblind? Okay, it is not a question of like yes or no, but more likely, if I were to guess who's colorblind, it's typically a boy or male in this room. Okay, if I ask people, do you know anyone colorblind? It's typically a dad rather than a mom. Okay, now that doesn't mean that women can't be colorblind. I'll show you how it's. Okay, we're going to represent colorblindness, okay, with the letter C. And I'm going to tell you that we have some options here. We have something like big C, big C, big C, little c, and little c, little c. Okay, right? This should be a little bit, oh yeah, remember this. Okay, so the reason why we choose two letters is because we always inherit things in halves, one from mom and one from dad. Okay, so in this case, I will tell you that only one of these individuals up here is colorblind over here on this side. Which one do you think it is? Yeah, it's this little one, little c, little c. The reason why I put that little line in the middle of that is because it's hard to sometimes see the difference between big and C's and little c. Okay, so this is little, that's a little c there. Okay, so this one's colorblind because we say colorblindness is a recessive trait. Okay, recessive just means that like if that trait is the only trait that there is there, then that is going to win. But if there's a dominant trait paired, as in this case, okay, this is a not colorblind person because they have the dominant trait with the recessive. The dominant overrides the recessive. This one would be completely not even close to being colorblind. Yes.
I know one of my Dachshunds, but his name's the name for his
Oh yeah.
And but the guy wasn't blind at all.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what the story was there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not sure.
Maybe it runs in
Could be, could be. All right, now everybody take a look at this. So I got some dominant, I got some recessive. So let's say someone in the earlier class, does anybody in this class have a relative that's colorblind? Okay. Colorblind, colorblind. Okay. Let's just say like last period, someone's like, yeah, my dad's colorblind. Okay, we're gonna represent this with little c, but mom was not colorblind. Okay, so they know that she's not colorblind. Okay, now I want you to notice something here. Okay, I've got mom that's like this, and I got dad here like this, but notice I did not write anything on the Y chromosome. Okay, did I do that? Did I mess up, or is there a reason for that? What's the reason? Can't really say that. What's that, buddy? Nice guess. The male, yeah, it's definitely, that's the male on the top, yeah.
Does it have to do with like? Does it have to do with because it's a variable?
Yes, definitely.
So that's kind of like you can only combine the X's together, stuff like that.
You're like right there, right there.
So is it like our Y's always colorblind?
That, yeah, so yeah, you kind of finished that piece. Let me just wrap it up a little bit more. Okay, so it's linked to the X chromosome. Okay, so it's only on the X chromosome. The Y chromosome does not have that trait on it. Okay, so it's like in this case, the Y chromosome doesn't exist. The Y chromosome is important. Dudes in this room, if you don't have the Y chromosome, you're not a male. Okay, right? And the Y chromosome is not always expressed either. So we can talk more about that later. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so if this is mom and this is dad, okay, here's the kids. I take this seed, I put it right here. I take this little seed and I put it right there. I take this seed and I put it right there. I take this Y, there's nothing. Okay, this big C goes here, this little C goes here, this big C goes here, and the Y goes nothing. Okay, y'all with me on this?
Yes.
Are there any kids in this area or in this example that are colorblind? No. None of them are colorblind. This is normal, 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 normal. Now we do say something about these girls. What is it about these girls?
They're half and half, so when they have kids,
They're not
kids will
colorblind.
probably be-
They're not colorblind, right? But they are. I'm looking for another C word that's not colorblind. They don't have the trait, but they have the chromosome for it. So we say that they are. Nice, good. No. You're the person that brings your mail. We call this a mail carrier. Okay.
Yeah.
They are a carrier. So that means they have the trait. Okay. So now, how would I get a kid, okay, in this instance, to be colorblind? Dad's colorblind, mom's not colorblind, none of the kids are. But I haven't got a kid in another class. He's like, I'm colorblind. Okay, but my mom's not colorblind. Am I adopted? Yeah.
One of the females going and getting with a male that has some partial.
Yeah. Okay. You're right there. Yes.
It's like the mics because.
Yeah.
black and white.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. So here's the easy way. If this dad's colorblind and the mom's not colorblind, we could say that if she was a carrier, we change that to a carrier. She's still not colorblind. Y'all with me on this?
Yeah, but when
Okay. But now we change this to a little c. Now I got this little kid that's a girl, okay, that she's colorblind. Now this dude is colorblind, right? So that's how you get a female colorblind. Okay, if mom's a carrier and dad is a colorblind individual. Okay, so you can get female colorblind. Okay, but typically it's males. Okay, now here's your kind of your finding out about your own family. Okay, I want to see if you guys nobody in the last class had ever heard of this. Lane, I'm interested if you have. Okay, I want to see if you could do this. Okay,
Yeah.
Can you take your tongue and roll it like this?
Yeah.
Not everybody can do it.
Really?
Okay, absolutely. In fact, some people, can everybody do it in here?
I can.
Cat? No, you can't do it?
Yeah, I can.
Let's see it, okay? Everybody can do it? This is so weird. Can you do it? Can you do this?
John can't do it. Me neither.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Illegal.
I was like,
Guys,
this would be a first. It would literally be a first if I had a class that nobody could do it. So in my 5th period class, there were like 4 people that couldn't do it. And like, they never realized they couldn't do it. And Kimberly was killing me. I wish you could have seen it because Kimberly was like this. And then she got her phone out and she's like, and I was like, Kimberly, you're going to pee, because she's like, but look, you physically can't do it. It's not like because you're dumb. It's not because you're like, it is genetically impossible for you to really, yeah. So John and Jack there, if you're trying, like, and I saw you trying, you're like, you just can't do it, right? It's not possible to do that.
Do it.
Okay. See? Hey, can Frank roll his tongue too? Where's Frank right now? Well, where's Frank? Like what class does he have right now? Can you text him? Oh man. Here, I'll ask. Here, I'll ask. Do you know how many siblings here do you right now? Okay, hold on a second.
I have a sibling.
398.
Wait,
Okay.
hi.
I got a sibling.
Let's call Ro real quick.
Hi, Jack.
Jack's like, I will not be a part of this game. Yeah, go quick, yeah. Hey, can you look up Frank Roth for me? I want to know where he's at. Gracias.
We went great. You don't know?
Put it on speaker.
Great.
Jody Sarver. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You could do that. You can just ask questions.
I'm gonna call him like in like 6 or 7 minutes because you know math people. And I like to be interrupted. All right, so we'll call him back in a second. Okay, now here's, I'll wait a little bit to the end. Okay, now why am I talking about this right now? It's because genetics, right? So here's what I want, and here's the little cringy thing. I want everybody to go ahead and you can ask your folks tonight if you have your biological family around or not. Okay? Samuel's like, nah.
You should see my sister.
You could go, at least you could just ask Kirk and Jenny and see what they can do, okay? And then you can pull your sisters. I was like, shut up. All right, now listen. So here's the deal. So, and I'm really interested if your brother can, okay? And I don't know if you guys can ask your folks like this, but like, all right, I will tell you this.
Tell me what.
There's a little bit of a secret here. I don't know if I should tell you right now. But I had a really incredibly awkward thing happen.
Please, I need to know.
You will know.
Okay, so I told people, I said like, hey, you should like ask your family, okay? And they were like, okay, so John can't roll his tongue, right? I can roll my tongue, right? Is it possible? Oh, your sister, geez, where's your sister right now? Well, find it, tell me where she is.
Call her.
Okay, because you can roll your tongue, right? Duh, I forgot your sister. You're the only sibling, right?
Wait, you know my sister?
Yeah, but
Just
she's
call
not.
her.
I could call Mary L right
You
now.
just call her.
She can roll her
My
tongue.
sister?
I could call your mom right now.
No, I wouldn't do that.
My sister's. Oh, dude.
I'm calling your
can
mom.
we, like,
No.
You can
embarrass
call
her?
my mom.
Big trouble.
I thought you didn't
Don't
know your
put
mom.
Can
me
you
in
harass
trouble.
my mom on the phone?
Okay,
Shit. What's my mom's phone number?
Okay, here. I'm calling
So
Katie.
which one's your mom?
Here's Katie.
Don't-
I only
don't
know
put her
one
on
of them's
speaker.
phone number.
I'm putting her on speaker. Okay,
Prank call.
call here. It is on speaker. Shh. Are other people calling too?
Do it.
I said,
Oh, you're calling. I was like,
She's
does my phone have an echo? This is weird.
Do it again.
Katie's not answering. Okay, so,
Spam caller.
oh,
hello?
hi Katie, it's Jabin. How are you?
David, I'm good. How are you?
Good, I'm in the middle of class, so, and you're on speakerphone. Is that okay?
Awesome. I will try not to use the city bad word.
Okay, yeah, because Oliver's in here and he's like, don't call my mom. Okay, so I have a question for you. Can you roll your tongue?
Absolutely not.
You cannot roll your tongue.
No, I can totally roll my tongue.
Okay, I was like, whoa! Do you know if Mike can roll his tongue?
I have no idea. That's such a weird question. But I
Okay,
can find out for you.
that would be great. Like, you know what I mean by rolling your tongue, like making it into like a straw. Okay, great. Can you find out?
I'll find out.
Okay, thank you so much, Katie. All right, bye-bye.
Mr. Brewer, you can call one of my parents.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, now listen. All right, so hold on a second. So what we got here is a situation where like, so Katie, it was gonna get real interesting if Katie said that she couldn't roll her tongue. Okay, so if Kate, let me ask you this. John can't roll his tongue. Is it possible that John's parents can both roll their tongues? What do you think?
John's adopted.
I just always guessed that.
If they both have one.
Okay.
206, 3,
Is it okay now? All right. Okay, well, we'll find out. So if John's parents can roll their tongues, okay, and he can't, it's gonna be really interesting to see what Frank can do too. Okay, now let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, so I called Katie. Katie jokingly said she couldn't roll her tongue, but let's say I should have planned this ahead. So Katie could not roll her tongue and Mike could not roll his tongue. then could Oliver
Oh,
roll?
wait, wait, wait,
his
wait.
time?
Wait. No, because they would have to be both small.
Hey.
For them to not be used. Where they can get-
Hello.
So, okay, we're ultimately asking this question then, right? Is tongue rolling dominant or is tongue rolling recessive?
My next average height until last year of high school. He grew.
All right, we got her.
Hi,
Stop.
Lauren.
Can you roll your tongue? She can roll her tongue.
She can?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, send us a video.
Mike, here's what Mike's.
All right, good class.
Pass the weed.
Okay, ready?
So good.
Mike can roll his tongue.
Class.
Mike can roll tongue.
We're done with
You can
class.
roll your tongue.
Then come- Yeah, come join us.
Your mom's funny. Your mom is funny.
Yes,
All right. Okay, listen. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think tongue rolling is dominant or do you think tongue rolling is recessive? Tongue rolling? That's dominant? This is recessive?
Recessive.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no idea. No
You
one
know
knows.
we have a big brain.
Hang on. I mean, Mr. Barnum, you wanna call my mom and see
She
if,
said she's
like,
coming down.
I
That's what
thought
she
you
said.
didn't.
She doesn't even know who her mom is.
Which one is mom? No.
Okay, all right. You can all text you, like everyone's like, oh my. Okay, you can all text your folks. Okay, now listen. Hey, oh, also, what flies did you get?
Okay, I got white-eyed female.
She might be coming down.
Okay. And that's different than what you've been getting, right?
Yeah, they do.
You do have my mom's number.
Can I call Over's mom?
One of
No.
them's I got the answer. One of them's next one.
Steve. The red eye.
Question. My
You
mom.
said the red eye.
Well, I group chat again.
I got a red-eyed female.
That's a red eye.
I know you're the one who made it.
No, that's the same there.
Yes.
Red eye
I
female,
record
white
it
eye.
as a red. You wanted it.
Yeah, switch it.
I'm going to high school.
Also, I looked it up and I dropped it.
Did you switch the, okay, you did.
He already did.
I'm wondering if those are actually.
How?
Let's look.
I think they were females. No, I'm positive it was female.
Okay.
Well, you're probably wrong. You don't even know.
I just texted her.
Wow.
Wow, you're shaming her for not knowing your mother? Wow, that just
One
sounds
of
like
my
a
moms
bully from
teaches
Sarah.
at Manchester and another school thing.
Okay, Ray, hey, we're not done yet. Sit.
The chat.
Okay, now listen. Shh. Give me like 3 more minutes, then we'll quit, okay? Shh. John, did you finish that thing by the way, too? You finished the thing? Huh?
Unless she's
Okay, good.
adopted.
Okay, shh.
Do it, Taylor.
Guys. Every time I have to stop, then we have to start over, okay? Hey, we will. Okay, male, female, or this is male, this is female, okay? This is dominant, this is recessive, guys.
Come on, John. Ask my dad if he goes, do you roll your R's or your tongue?
That's what Katie said too. It's like, okay, literally, give me like three minutes and we'll be done. Okay, here's what we got. Okay, this is the female. Okay, this is the male. This is the dominant. This is the recessive. This is the dominant recessive. This is the carrier, right? This would be purebred dominant. This would be purebred recessive, just like the rats, or the mice that we were breeding, right? This is the male. This is the male. This is the female. There's nothing on the Y chromosome. Okay, I want you to start thinking about this when we're moving towards our flies, right? Because what's going to end up happening is that I will tell you that eye color on the flies are sex linked. Okay, so eye color is located on that X chromosome, okay, not on the Y chromosome. Hopefully by Tuesday, when we come back, there will be like everyone will be counting flies, okay? And I'm pretty proud of everybody's work on this. Last thing, and then I'll quit. Yesterday, thank you once again for the great behavior. Deb said everybody was awesome. If you were, if Ms. Tobias, right? If you were gone, okay, we did the questions of the RNA. There are some people that did not do that, okay? And I will be grading that. Here are the following people that I still need that from. Annie, Bo, Jack, Chandler, Riley, and Ash, okay? So just answer those questions. Also, I've graded the e-learning, okay? So please, 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 please get that stuff done.